Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here. Welcome back to another My Top 5. This time around, you guys, we're doing my top 5 favourite fire-type Pokemon. Now, before this video gets underway, quick disclaimer before we get the video going. To say this is an opinion-based list, but let me know your top 5 favourite fire-type Pokemon in the comments section below. All our opinions are different for different reasons. I'm about to tell you mine, so sit back, enjoy the video. Without further ado, let's get on with this top 5. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Camerupt. Now, a lot of people think that I actually dislike Camerupt because I didn't use Camerupt in my Gen 3 team builders. I didn't really explain why I didn't use Camerupt in the video because I don't like talking about Pokemon I didn't use. I kind of mentioned it in the comment section a little bit, why people asked why. And the only reason behind it is because Hoenn's a water-based region, and being a fire ground type, it's that 4 times weakness to water. It's not the fastest thing, so it can get bodied quite quickly. But then looking past that, and in future generations, I love its design. Like, I never dissed its design. I love its design. The Mega Evolution added to that. I love its Mega Evolution. Just the volcanoes coming out of its back, and it just looks so cool. And the M on its face for like Team Magma, that was a really nice touch. I noticed that. It was one of the first things I noticed straight away about it. Is that it had the M on its face for like the Team Magma. I always thought that was really cool. Competitively, it's not a bad Pokemon in any means. Without its Mega Evolution, it is in PU, but with the Mega Evolution, it boosts up to RU, which isn't bad in any way, but it's more of a, I'd say, more people would run it defensively than more physically. Like, with this moveset, it's a bit of a mix sort of thing. I just went with what I just saw on Showdown. So you go with the Eruption, more HP that you have. Boost it up. Being a defensive mon, you're going to take that first hit better. The Eruption's going to do more damage. Earth Power is stab, special stab, and you can get your rocks up, and you can also burn. Burn's also a massive thing on this Pokemon. If you're going to run defensively and you run specially defensive with Will-O-Wisp, you're taking those special ticks because your special attacks up because of that's the set that you've got, and then you burn something, you're going to be taking physical ticks because their attack is, I think it's halved, isn't it, by burn, because they're burned. So you can definitely run Camerupt in different ways. I love it for its design and just its general use. Yes, its speed does let it down every now and again, but you got to look past that. And in me, it's why it's number 5. It's got its doubts, but it's still there, and it's still one of my favourites. I love it. It's number 5, Camerupt. In the number 4 spot, we have the Gen 4 starter in Fernape. Fernape was always one of those, like, when it was first revealed to... I remember when Diamond and Pearl and the starters were first revealed, people saw it in Fernape and went, great, it's another fire fighting, same as Blaziken, they've done it again. They've done it 2 generations in a row, but they didn't. I don't think people realise actually how much of an impact Infernape had, and actually how much people grew to love Infernape. And with the added aspect of competitive battling, it's definitely loved even more. The fairy types as well, obviously, the only reason I'm talking about fairy types is because it was one of those things where it's like, can you use this? It's one of the things that you can use. The fact that it gets Gunk Shot is amazing. So as we go through the moves, so we've got Mach Punch, Priority Fighting, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Gunk Shot. The reason we've got the Punch moves is because it always has the ability Iron Fist, which boosts up the Punch moves. Thunder Punch for coverage against the water types, Fire Punch, Stab, Mach Punch is Priority and Stab, Gunk Shot for the fairy types, Jolly Nature just to up that speed a little bit. But just in general, I'm a massive fan of monkeys growing up. Like, it was my favourite animal growing up. I'd say they're still up there quite a bit, but I do also love my penguins. Because obviously I talk about Empoleon in the water type one as well. So it was always hard, obviously, seeing it was starting to horrible the turtle putting them aside because there was always a penguin and a monkey on my screen, and it was just like, holy crap, what one do I pick? Obviously, going through the games now, I've played with all of them, doing different things with each different one. But I do really like Infernape as a Pokemon itself, and I think my love for it grew even more throughout the anime because Ash's Infernape really just, like, I grew up, like, that was probably the only anime that I've watched all the way through. Easily would probably be Gen 4, and that's only because it was on the TV before I went to school every morning. And the journey to Ash's Infernape and him, like, when it's a Monferno and trying to control the Blaze ability, it just gave that connection to him, and it made me want to use him more. Its moveset's great, its stats aren't bad for a starter. They're going to be around the same as different things it's going to have, but it's got 104 attack, you can run it physically and special, and it's got that 108 speed, so it's outspeeding a lot of things anyway. But competitively, it's great, its image is great, it's just an amazing one altogether. It's number 4, it's Infernape. Coming at the number 3 spot, we have Volcarona. Now, when I first saw this thing, I thought this thing was bad ass. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of moths, like in general, like they don't bother me, but I know a lot of people have this thing with moths and they don't like it, but this thing was so fucking cool when I first saw it. So fucking cool, and I love its typing, bug fire. That's awesome, and competitively it's even better. Quiver Dance Volcarona is so overpowered. Well, I want to say overpowered. It used to be overpowered, like when I first started using Showdown, and I was using Volcarona, having Quiver Dance and Fiery Dance as well, which can boost special attack. It was ridiculous. And Giga Drain, which is recovery. Bug Buzz. I've swept many teams with Volcarona. It's great. I haven't seen it used very much in League format. I know it's used, but I haven't seen it too much when it comes to that. But just in general, I think it's great. Don't really look at Larvesta too much, because you don't really get a chance to lose Larvesta really in-game. You get a Larvesta egg, but if you are looking at that, it does evolve at level 59, which is probably its biggest downfall, is that if you have a Larvesta, you've got to wait a long time to get the Volcarona. And you can't get Volcarona until the post-game on Black and White, which also does suck. But in all honesty, my love for this thing has come from competitive battling and how it actually looks. With the Bug Buzz, Fiery Dance, Giga Drain, Quiver Dance, Modest Nature, this thing does so much work competitively. It looks amazing. It's not. I can only say so much about certain Pokemon. But this thing, when I first, like I said, when I first saw it, I thought, oh my god, it wasn't like intimidating a bit, but I was like going up to this thing, it's like, holy shit, look at this thing, because it's like when it's in the static room for that like static encounter, it's like it's sprites there, it's like, holy crap, look at this thing, that's so fucking cool. And then when you just know it's going to come up in generations, and it's going to look so fucking cool when it does, because it's just one of those things that, I don't know, its design's amazing, move pole is amazing, typing is amazing, it's a great mon, I love it. Its stats are decent as well. 135 special attack, 100 speed, 105 speed. It's surprisingly special defensive at 105. You know, it's just a great Pokemon in general. If you haven't used the Volcarona competitively, go build a team around Volcarona and tell me it's not great. Because if it doesn't work for you, you're clearly using it wrong. But I've swept many a team with it. It's great. I love it. It's number 3, Volcarona. Coming in at number 2 this week, we have Blaziken, and the reason we have Blaziken is because it is my favourite starter. Now, for you long-time subscribers, you realise that we did a top 5 a while ago, and I'm talking like a couple of years ago. Blaziken was actually my number 1 favourite fire-type Pokemon. It's not anymore. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, Blaziken, I've got a lot of memories with Blaziken. It was my first ever Pokemon I got to level 100. It was my first ever starter. And you know, it's just got so many memories with it. If we look down it, with the moveset, there's no, I understand there's no fighting type move in there, and that's the reason, because when I was going through Chandeleur, its recommended moveset, like the best thing it really got fighting like was Brick Break. And just like, yeah, you can run high jump kick, and I don't like high jump kick as a move. It's one of my least favourite moves, simply because if you miss, you lose all that health, and so many people would run protect or moves that can avoid out the way. So I just don't bother with the fighting type move. I think you could like power up punch. I think the other thing is like Sky Uppercut. You like movesets don't really matter in these top 5s. It's literally just a thing that's just there for show. You can run whatever set you like. Bird just got Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Earthquake, Brave Bird, just some powerful moves. Just stick on there because Blaziken's a powerhouse. Is the reason it's in Ubers with its speed boost and its Mega Evolution. It's ridiculously overpowered, and that's why it is an Ubers mon. But all my memories, for the reason that it's so far up in my list, because it's number 2, is for my in-game use of Blaziken. For the amount of times that, you know, I've gone, we'll play through Gen 3, yes, I'm going to use a Blaziken, because I've got so many memories with it. I remember going through the entire Elite Four. I remember sweeping Drake with my return Blaziken when I was like 12, or I think I was probably a bit older than that. But you know, it's just some of those stupid memories that stick in your head. And Blaziken's one of them. Just brings back so many memories of Gen 3. That's why it's my favourite starter. It's number 2 on this list though. It is Blaziken. Coming in at number 1, we have Chandeleur. My love for this thing has grown over probably the last year and a half. Just different aspects of it. It's just the reason I love it so much. Moveset, Shadow Ball, Fire Blast, Psychic, Dark Pulse. You can run Energy Ball as well. There's so many different aspects of Chandeleur. Its move pole is a massive thing. Base 145 special attack. That's on legendary levels. It's huge. Base 90 defenses. It can still take a hit. Speed 80. Obviously, we go with the Timid Nature, so it boosts up that attack. I've also got on Showdown Choice Scarf. So Choice Scarf Chandeleur is very common because of its so high special attack. It does so much damage, and just having it outspeed things, it's going to die. Infiltrator as well, the ability is really good for people who like to use Substitute, which is very common. In game, using a Litwick up to a Lampent is quite annoying, but Lampent itself isn't too bad either. Then the Dust going to evolve it into a Chandeleur, and on Gen 5, the route before the Elite Four, I believe there is a Dust Stone that you can get there, so you can definitely get a Chandeleur for the Elite Four. It's one of the Elite Four aces, which I always found was pretty cool. It's Chantel's ace, which is amazing. I don't know, it's one of those things. I love its design, moveset's great, its stats are amazing, competitively it's good. It's my #1 favourite fire type Pokemon. It's Chandeleur. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top 5 favourite fire type Pokemon: Camerupt, Infernape, Volcarona, Blaziken and Chandeleur. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button down below, show me support towards the channel and the series. It's very much appreciated. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've got more top 5s, new series coming soon, and more team builders on their way. A lot of content coming very soon, you guys, so you don't want to miss out on that. Without further ado, I'm going to get out of here, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace!